actually part of the community. Although we work here, we also feel like we live here as well. So we integrate with all of the community people here, and it's never been an issue. We all get along very well. The island community is very unique in the fact that there's no stores here, um, there's no cars here. Uh, the to get off and on the island, you have to take a ferry. You know, in all conditions, winter it can be a bit of a challenge with heavy snow sometimes, and so people are kind of used to that lifestyle of making sure they get what they need from the city and that they can do it within the ferry out while the ferry's running from morning till late at night. And as far as community, yeah, they help each other out a lot, and vice versa. They've helped us out over the years, and we of course have helped them out as well. So they do definitely have a uniqueness and a closeness here, and they have many challenges that we're not used to in the city. For instance, uh, getting off and on the island within a ferry schedule, as opposed to coming home whenever you want to with your car or transit. Um, Also, with bringing items over, their everyday living necessities, that's all got to be carried and planned for, because after the ferry ceases to travel anymore at night, they're stuck with being here. So yeah, I think they planned it out a little more. So compared to myself at home, if I were to need something in the middle of the night, get some milk or something, I could just walk to the local Rabba 24 hours, no problem. Here it's a little more unique, that there's a little more planning that goes into bringing items over here and just everyday living. Well, the winters are definitely a lot quieter. On any given day in the summer, on a summer weekend, we can have up to 35,000 people per day come to visit the island. So, especially towards Center Island, it becomes very crowded. And as a matter of fact, that's our busier time of the year for doing calls, fire calls or medical calls. And so that's a bit of a challenge here too, getting your way through thousands and thousands of people on the roadway here. Um, Wintertime for sure is a lot quieter as far as visitors. We do have unique challenges here with winter storms. Snow perhaps doesn't get cleared quite as quickly as it would in the city, and but it's a beautiful time of the year to come here. There's cross country skiing. We have a lot of people that come and check out the birds. People just come here for a quieter time in the winter, and it's actually quite beautiful here in the winter. I enjoy all the seasons here on the island, and I think it's a beautiful, beautiful place, and it's a real jewel for our city of Toronto. I wish more people would come over and check it out. A big thing over here on the island is we are a lot more involved in the community than, let's say, in the city, because city trucks basically they respond to wherever they're called out to. Over here, we're a lot more intertwined with the community because of the uniqueness over here. Perhaps one of our older citizens needs to get to a doctor's appointment. Well, there's no taxi here, there's no TTC, there's nobody with a car that can take them over. So, it's not unusual if we're asked that we actually will go and pick them up, take them to the ferry, and also if they call us, and we can arrange it on the way back to take them back home as well. Babies, when they're born, mom's not going to want to walk from the ferry to home with their baby, so it's not unusual for a child to have their first ride home in a fire van. So we're out there a little more than what we would do in the city, but we have the opportunity to do it, and we love doing it. So, like I said before, getting this job over here was kind of, I got promoted, and this was the place. I've enjoyed it. the whole time I've been here. Previous to that, I worked in Regent Park my whole career, so it's like the total opposite. Back in the 80s when I worked there, that was the busiest station in Canada. Between the 3 trucks there, we would sometimes do 10,000 calls a year. 10,000 between the 3 vehicles, yeah.
Wow.
So, and then to come here is, a different pace, but just as busy in a different way.
Yeah.
So, being at a really busy station like Regent Park is great to learn your trade,
Yeah.
learn your craft, and all that stuff. And then to bring it over here, it's very helpful for all the unique challenges that you might have over here. And like I say, most of our crews most of the personnel that are here are usually veteran people with a lot of experience that they can bring over here.